Hello, everyone. Hello. This is going to be a quick message, all right? Just a real quick message. Welcome in. Put a like on the video. Thank you so much for your support, your bookings, your likes, your donations, your prayers, all of that. I truly appreciate you. My name is TiaraSharde. I am a prophetic oracle, ordained minister, certified master life coach, author, and founder of the Embodying the Goddess Temple. Come on in the room, settle in. This is a message about respecting the oracles, the prophets, the priestesses, those who are here on divine assignment in general, the healers, the seers, respecting them and honoring the path that they are here to walk, the testimonies that they are here to share with the world, respecting that maybe their path is different from yours, right? But also understanding that it is just as valuable, it's just as worthy, and that there's a divine connection within many people and they're here to shine a light, and that must be honored and preserved and respected, okay? And that is the season that we're moving into. Hang on, let me get some water. That is the season that we're moving into, and this message is going to be a quick reminder plus a brief rant, okay? But there's many people here. You're on divine assignment. You're here to accomplish the things that you're needing to do. You could have a deeply rooted spiritual practice or belief system. This could also be on an ancestral level, like you have an ancestral remembrance of what your religious or spiritual path is. And right now, more than ever, many of us were being guided to walk that ancestral path or the celestial path, right? The path of the higher self, of the divine feminine goddess, the divine masculine god, like whatever your purpose is, now is the call to walk in that purpose and to actually bring it into fruition. And you're going to have some people who want to disrupt that, like intentionally want to disrupt that, or they're needing to move further on their healing path in order for you to do what you do comfortably in front of them without interruption, without the need to trauma bond, without codependence. And you're going to come into situations where that is showing you that, okay, how are you operating in this situation? How are you operating in that situation? But you're going to receive some sort of backlash or even some sort of disrespect. And I want my oracles and seers and my healers and my creatives to be grounded at this time. Like, please don't allow yourself to be disrupted from your purpose path in this season. And it's going to expand. It's going to get higher and deeper. And you're going to be asked to stretch yourself a bit, like do more things, right? Like stretch your creativity here. See how you can bend and move. And I heard bend and snap. That's funny. How you can bend and snap into certain situations that require you to maybe use a different skill set that you haven't tapped into before, or maybe in a while. So someone out there, as you're receiving some disrespect, because people don't always, it's like they don't always appreciate the healer or the seer or the creative or the psychic. But as you move forward, know that's gonna come, and still do it anyway. Like still have the courage, still have the strength to do it anyway, to put your creative project forward, to be confident, to not be afraid to put yourself out there. And I say that too. I take this message to heart because I'm like, I'm good. Y'all know me. Like, I'm cool with behind the scenes, and I come out with my projects and I share things with you, but I'm cool behind the scenes. But there's also the invitation for all of us to like step out more, try something different, go on a new career path, add something to your portfolio. Some of you are going to be called to invest, like get more stocks, more business partnerships. That's coming in. And to the cross watcher, there's a need to respect the path that these oracles and seers and creatives and prophets are walking. There's a call for many of us to do so. And it's not in disrespect to the other. It's not trying to like step on anybody's toes. It's just a very forward momentum that is pulling the creatives and the seers, and it's activating in so many different ways. And it's important for them to, other people to not feel disrespected because someone is operating differently than you are. It's a requirement in the time and space that we are in. And there will be divine justice served to those who have been harmed, because, it's very real. Do my prophets no harm? That's very real. There's a lot of chaos that can come your way if you interfere with a divine one's path, a chosen one's path. All right. And so this is also a rant, right? And check out the community board. Thank y'all for your votes. I put up a poll to see if I should even discuss what happened earlier today, but I did a reading session today. Y'all click on the links in the description box. Go to my website to book a session with me. And I love doing readings. It's like one of my favorite things. And I was doing a reading. And this woman, and also disclaimer for those who are new, I don't normally say things like this. I kind of keep it private, client sessions, but this is a real lesson for somebody. And this is a real word. So she came into the reading and she wanted to know about a person, and I was like, well, yes, there's this. I can see that there is a connection. They appreciate your work ethic, blah, blah, blah. And then it came out that he was married. I was able to see, this is a married man. And she's like, well, what's the chances of me and him being together? And I will want to say, y'all, when you book your readings and your sessions with me, don't ask me questions like that. Don't ask me questions, because I'm not going to engage you properly, especially with this reading, because it said off the bat, like, no, him and his wife were having discourse, but he still loved her. They were still working it out. This is their family business. She works in the home. And it was just like, girl, if you don't get off of my phone. And she was saying, well, he's not happy with her, I can tell, and all this other stuff. Jezebel, okay? Listen, y'all, don't book readings with me if that's your intention. If you want me to help you figure out how to get into this married person's relationship and all of this stuff, I'm not here for that. Those are not the readings I do. Okay, the readings I like to do are about your purpose path. If you are in love and you want to see how that's going to work out, or how can you be a better partner, I love those readings. I love the purpose path readings, destiny, romance, career. I love those things. But if you start asking me, how can you develop a relationship with this married person who's very clearly still in love with his wife, I'm going to drag you. I'm going to drag you, and I'm going to end the call. And you're not going to get a refund, because I already had to dabble into this dusty energy. And I do want to say that I've had some weird calls over the years, but this one is like, no. And, she was like, well, he's not happy with her. Sis, he's not going to be happy with you either, okay? You're not happy with yourself. And I have to say this because I'm like, nah, let's take a look, because I feel many of us have been there. Well, he's not happy in his marriage, or he doesn't want to be there. You shouldn't want to be there. It sounds really messy to me. And what I was able to tell this client was like, well, I see, like, if you do take a move towards this guy, this is going to come back to you threefold. Your relationships are always going to be about this. About him having these other people on the side and lying, and they're going to think he's not happy, and they're going to think you're not happy. It's always going to be chaos in your romantic life because you willingly approached a married relationship. And on this board in the reading, it showed that no, these are twin flames. They're just going through something. There's a lot of pressure. There's businesses, there's money, there's children, there's household duties. They have employees. Relax. So I want to say that to y'all. When you book these readings with me and these sessions with me, everything that we talk about is what we talk about in these sessions. But if you violate, I'm going to drag you, because you know what you're doing in your energy. And don't come towards me with that sneaky energy, you know? And I had to tell her on the phone in that reading, like, no, if you make a move towards him, not only is he going to block you, you're going to get fired. And that's literally what was coming out, right? You're going to get fired. He's not going to accept your offer. So now you're out of a job. You look like a Jezebel. And that's what's going to happen to that. And not only that, your relationships are going to be based on that too. Somebody's always going to sneakily press up towards your man, and you always have to be worried about that going on because you created that situation. You're willingly wanting to walk into a situation where you created that. So it's like, okay, I just need to share that with y'all. Don't book a reading with me and ask me no shit like that, because I'm going to check you in the reading. I'm going to hang up on you. You're not going to get the fullness of your session, and you're not going to be able to book with me anymore, because that's messy. Don't use the oracles, the prophets, and the seers for your messy life. That's important. And we're moving into that season where there are the hierophants, they're the high priests, they're the high priestesses who are here to give you a divine word. Like, a lot of us don't even want to be doing the shit. We just want to be in service to the divine and be in our own business. But we're being called upon and asked to share a divine service with the people. Show some respect when you come into our space. Don't bring your low vibrational shit to us unless you're saying, hey, I have this problem. I work in the household of this married couple and I want to fuck her husband. And give me some help on how I can cleanse my dusty ass soul. If you came to me like that in a session, then I can help you. And I really want to work with you because I understand. It could be like that. The attraction, you want to help. You probably are a healer. You could be a sensual healer and you just want to share that healing with this person. But it might not be how you're able to operate your gift. It's probably not in that dynamic. Maybe we could talk about how you operate your gift, because I speak with a lot of women who are sensual healers, who are literally here to heal using their sensual energy. It doesn't always have to be sexual. Sometimes it is, but that's a part of their assignment, right? So that's a whole different story. That's you coming to me like, oh, what's my divine assignment? Because I don't know, it feels like I'm meant to do this. And this is the situation, how it's coming out. But you're coming to me asking me, how can you flirt with this married man so he could sleep with you and you work within the household? Don't, y'all. And many of my day ones, you wouldn't book me like that. Y'all never have. But those who are coming in, don't ever do that. Don't do that. It's so disrespectful. And it's not in alignment with how you're meant to operate. So there needs to be like a correction, okay? So I needed to share that with y'all. Please respect the oracles and prophets. I've been saying this for a long time, so it's not just this situation that's inspiring this message. This has been the tone, because you're going to have a lot of healers coming out. Like I said, a lot of creatives, a lot of spiritual intuitives, dreamers, visionaries. They're going to come to the forefold and they're going to take over. And there needs to be an honoring and a respect of who they are, as well as yourself. Because, you know, she's like, well, he's not happy with her. You're not happy with you. You're not happy with you. If you help this couple with their children and they're in their home and you see their dynamic and they're working things out and they have their own business and this man is clearly in love with his wife, you're in violation, ma'am. You're in violation. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. And what's amazing is, you know, a bit of this topic is in the Destroying Jezebel workshop. Right? A bit of this topic is in the Destroying Jezebel workshop. And I feel like many women, many men have been here, and you just had to elevate your consciousness or elevate the situation or understand what your purpose is. Like maybe you are there to help them heal. Maybe you are there to inspire some sort of fight for them to fix their marriage, but you're not meant to interfere in that or try to flirt with this man who's clearly devoted to God and his marriage and is trying to fix it. So there needs to be an understanding here of what exactly you're here to do, right? I do have Embodying the Goddess Temple. I do have the Pussy Portal. These things are rooted in divine feminine and knowing how to use our sensual energy. And a little bit about relationships as well, okay? Again, with the Jezebel workshop, you're You're going to hear about certain things, certain energies that can operate in many of us, how we can be a Jezebel, how we could be presented with a Jezebel. What are the markers for this type of energy? And it goes beyond, it's genderless. Men and women can experience this. All right. But yeah, y'all, don't book sessions with oracles and readers on this type of tip. We're not all the same. Like there's some readers who would engage in that and like, oh girl, I can help you with this. I got an oil for that. I got a candle for that, and how you could get this man. I'm not that. Okay, baby. I'm not one of those oracles. I'm not one of those ministers. I'm okay on that. I don't need none of that. I'm good on that, okay? Come to me direct, come to me proper. Let's have a session. So all of my links are in the description box. And I look forward to hearing from y'all. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this message. It is rather scandalous. I don't normally do this, but this is very important because, like I said, there's a season of light workers and mystics coming to the forefront who are here to just help people and change the world for the better. And don't be in violation of yourself, of others, and of these oracles, prophets, and seers. All right? Walk accordingly. Walk with integrity and truth as much as possible. Let's all strive to do that every single day. All right, my loves? I'll see y'all on the next message. Peace and love.